police male office clerk. Relationships in my workplace do not go well. A colleague, not a boss. He always speaks to me from above. I mean bossy, denying or judging everything I do. I'd like to leave my current job because of him, but I can't do it because I'm afraid of losing my job and money. How can I escape the persecution by him? David, what do you think about his feeling?
I think this is a common relationship issue. So someone did treat you badly, yeah. So, but I think if you think this world is the field of happiness, that is wrong. This world is full of suffering. As the Buddha said, life is suffering. That is the first truth. So we need to accept the suffering exists, and we need to focus on how to overcome it, how to deal with it. That's why I quote one phrase from the Twice Born again. And then the Master Okawa said like this. He said, page 105, I realized how foolish we humans are to be frustrated by trying to change other people's mind, when in fact we cannot even control our own mind. And I felt how important it is to have 100% control of our minds, to govern them completely. So everything depends on how you feel, how you thought. And then you have to choose how to think in the situation. And then you have freedom how to act in the situation. But I want to give a hint how to change your thought. You need to observe him closely. Usually, such a kind of annoying people, criticizing people, has a kind of pattern. They feel frustrated by he did not appreciate enough. So someone pointed out your shortcoming. For example, you work so slow, something, right? You forget some kind of important thing, something. In that case, he realized he is better than you, yeah? And he tried to appeal his ability, and he tried to boast his talent secretly, yeah? So in that situation, if we just receive the criticism, is not enough. What he really wants to say to you in the subconsciously, right? In this case, he's not boss. And he criticized you like a boss. He wants to be boss, but he will not yet. And he tried to change you, he tried to criticize you. That means he tried to change you. Yeah? So the confidence came from the frustration. He was not appreciated enough. So you have to interpret his inner voice. Please praise me a lot. That is his inner voice. Ne? So in that situation, so what he wanted to be praised from you, appreciation from you. But if you just reject his statement as criticized, the situation is always the same. That you need to change your thought. Or he needs just be appreciated. He requests my appreciation. Okay? In that case, you just appreciate, oh, you are good at some kind of part. I'm not good at. Yeah? So please teach me. That's kind of change attitudes. Dramatically change your relationship. Okay? So we have to interpret his inner voice. And then if he requests too much, okay, in that case, you need, this is a kind of strategy. You set a time. Yeah? So I stay with him for half years. And then in half year, I try to change myself. If this situation is same, you need to think about next stage. But from the experiences of members, so focus on raise your ability. Focus on exploit your potential. and you become a better and a capable person. You attain new ability, and then suddenly you realize that the person's attitude also change. I think that is a basic theory of the happy science.
Thank you very much. So you mean he have to know the true intention of his colleague and change his attitude or his mind to his colleague, right? I see. So what do you think, Tina, with his or his colleague?
Well, I think first of all, I want to say I'm so sorry because you have so much stress. It must be very hard for you to go to work each day. I can really imagine how heavy you feel. So please relax. And I think there's many hints in this wonderful book, Twice Born. Especially this seems to really help out page 41 about criticism. He says here, Master Okawa says that in every era, there are always people who make critical remarks. There are two kinds of critics, one who offers opinions to try and prevent you from doing something with good intentions or out of kindness, and the more irresponsible one who simply criticizes others for the sake of criticism. So, this happens all the time. Everyone experiences this problem, so you're not alone. Please remember it. You're not alone.
So I think you are struggling to cope with his criticism, but from objective perspective, it's general topic. Né? General topic. His criticism is not wrong. So it's harsh or not, someone from outside of you, as a third person, they can see you differently. So that is the treasure for you. So you think I'm good at enough, but sometimes you have to realize other people see differently. That's gap. Eh? So you think good, but the other person not good yourself. That gap is space for your growth. So I don't know whether you like him or not. You can use his criticism as nourishment for your growth as a human. So so you are not movie director, but you can criticize all movie. Eh? So same thing happened to us. You are not good at everything, but some point you are good at better than me. You are better than me. You criticize me. That remark is not necessarily wrong. We can learn from it. Yeah.
And may I say, if you watch the movie Twice Born, you can see the same problem. So the character of Ichijo-san, who represents Master Okawa in the story, he's working hard, but at his workplace, there's a very terrible co-worker who is so strict on him and talks very harshly to him, even though he's working hard. And first I saw that situation, I was shocked. Oh, how dare he talk to him that way? But the cool thing was the attitude of Ichijo-san, who represents Master Okawa. His attitude was like a never give up. He's so strong, and he focused on just improve his work ability, and have an ideal, keep making effort each day. And he kept taking the hit, but he just get back up again, keep working hard. That was so moving to me and impressive. So please watch the movie if you haven't seen it.
So don't discourage in any situation. So powerful rebound is necessary for life. So even though your situation is bad, you can control your mind. You are free to be happy in any moment. So even though your work situation is not good, you have another spare time. Please come to Happy Sign Temple and take a time to meditate. Calm your mind. You can find happy inside of you. And then if once you attain another happiness, you can see yourself differently. Workplace is not all your life. So you can learn as much as you can in that place. and then you go to another place and then have a wonderful time with someone. And then you can go back to your spiritual discipline place. It's hard, but need to spiritual growth.
Definitely. I remember in the movie the same thing.
Yeah.
So, of course, you're going to lose your energy every day. You lose your energy. But in the movie, Master Aka's character, the Ichijo-san, he prayed, please fill me with energy. Please fill me with energy. His faith let him replenish his energy. You can do that too by going to Happy Science temples. Please try it. Please take a seminar. Give yourself that power to go in each day.